Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the balls will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to fire on second down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the grab on the left side. Turns on the tip. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Gore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many...
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Auburn! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Here he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Volunteer.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Caught in the backfield. It's Gore. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Duke. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Duke. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Gore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This time, it's complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Tennessee! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of the...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown ball! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Rides the back on the option, the give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown Volunteer! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Going with the ground game left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Makes the grab. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. The Vols are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
No, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Bringing the Heat.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. On the run, it's Denson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
To the ground with the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Denson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown ball. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants,
breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Vols are threatening in the red zone. He might want another play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Throws toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication. That's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Duke. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 12 over Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Tennessee, 65. Auburn, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Vols want to move quickly. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Renfro. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could eat.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. First play of the drive wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. The offense changing the play. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the pass. Makes the grab. It's Renfro. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, held on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here is the Tennessee offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.